In the previous video, we already learned about what is VLAN and why we need to use VLAN. Next, in this video, we are going to practice about VLAN. This is topology that we are going to use to practice VLAN. I already configured the IP address of PC1, PC2, and PC3, but not for PC4. Now let's configure the IP address of PC4. So the IP address is 192.168.1.4. Let's make sure the IP address of PC1. Okay, the IP address is correct. PC2 also correct. And PC3 also correct. Now, let's try to ping from PC1 to PC2. Here, let's go to simulation mode first. And here, let's ping or send packet from PC1 to PC2. Here, PC1 will send ARP packet first. Remember that ARP packet is used to ask the MAC address of the destination. In this case, PC1 is asked for the MAC address of PC2. Here, let's continue. The ARP packet is received by switch. And then, the switch will be broadcast the ARP packet to all PC. But here we can see that there is X in PC3 and PC4. This means that these two PC will not reply for the ARP packet, because the ARP packet is to ask the MAC address of PC2. But here we can see that PC2 will be reply. And finally, the ARP packet is back to PC1. After the ARP is complete like this, now PC1 know the MAC address of PC2, and then they will communicate with ICMP protocol. ICMP protocol is the protocol that used in ping. Okay, finally, here we can see that the ping is success. What I want to show you is that the ARP packet will be forwarded or broadcasted to all PC. Why? This is because, by default, all of interface in the switch is in the same VLAN, which is VLAN 1. VLAN 1 is the default VLAN. Because all interface is in the same VLAN, so the ARP packet will be forwarded to all PC. Here, let's check it in the switch. To show the VLAN information, we can use command show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that all of interface is in the same VLAN, which is VLAN 1. This is why the ARP packet will be forwarded to all PC. In the previous video, I already said that one of the advantages if we use VLAN is that separation of broadcast domain. Now, let's try it. We will configure so PC1 and PC2 will be in the VLAN 10, and the PC3 and PC4 will be in the VLAN 20. Actually, you don't need to use VLAN number 10 and 20. The number of VLAN is between 1 until 4095. So you are free to use any number between 1 and 4095. But in this example, I will use VLAN 10 and 20. Okay, let's start the configuration. Open the switch. Always remember that if we want to doing any configuration, we need to enter global configuration mode first. So here, let's type conft or configure terminal. Next, let's create the VLAN. VLAN 10. And then let's set the name of the VLAN. Let's say the name is accounting. Exit. Now let's verify it first. Do show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that we have VLAN 10 and the name is accounting. Next, let's create for VLAN 20. And the name, let's say marketing. Exit. Do show VLAN brief again to verify. Okay, here we can see that now we have VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. But if we see here, all of interface is still in the VLAN 1. There is no interface in VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So now, we need to assign the interface to the VLAN. Here, fast Ethernet 0/2 and fast Ethernet 0/3 will be assigned to VLAN 10. And then here, fast Ethernet 0/1 and fast Ethernet 0/4 will be assigned to VLAN 20. Okay, let's start the configuration. First, let's configure for fast Ethernet 0/2. Interface fast Ethernet 0/2, and then change the mode to access. If you do not know about mode access, don't worry, I will explain about this later in the next video. Okay, then let's set the access VLAN to 10. This means that we assign interface fast Ethernet 0/2 to VLAN 10, and then exit. Let's verify. Do show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that now fast Ethernet 0/2 is already in the VLAN 10. Next, let's configure for fast Ethernet 0/3. This will also assign to VLAN 10. So, go to interface fast Ethernet 0/3, switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 10. Exit. Let's verify again. Okay, here we can see that now fast Ethernet 0/2 and fast Ethernet 0/3 is in the VLAN 10. Next, let's configure for VLAN 20. So here, fast Ethernet 0/1 and fast Ethernet 0/4 will be assigned to VLAN 20. Go to fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. So here, we assign fast Ethernet 0/1 to VLAN 20. Next, let's assign for fast Ethernet 0/4. Here, interface fast Ethernet 0/4, switch port mode access. Oh, sorry, there is a typo. So, switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 20. Now, let's verify it. Do show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that fast Ethernet 0/2 and fast Ethernet 0/3 is in the VLAN 10, and then fast Ethernet 0/1 and fast Ethernet 0/4 is in the VLAN 20. If we have done configuring VLAN like this, now we have two logical switch or virtual switch. So here we have virtual switch for VLAN 10, and then we also have virtual switch for VLAN 20. So physically we have one switch, but logically we have two switches, which is switch for VLAN 10 and switch for VLAN 20. So now we have separation of broadcast domain. This means when PC1 send ARP packet, the ARP packet will not forwarded to PC3 and PC4, but only forwarded to PC2. Let's try it. But before that, we need to remove the ARP table in all PC. ARP table is the mapping of IP address and MAC address. If the PC already have ARP table, so the PC will not send an ARP packet. Okay, here in the PC1 still have ARP table. Now let's remove it. Okay, now the ARP table is empty. PC2, here we have ARP table. Let's remove it. Okay, now the ARP table is empty. Let's check in the switch. In the switch, the name is not ARP table, but MAC address table. Okay, here there is some entry in the MAC address table. Let's delete it. Okay, now the MAC address table is empty. Now, let's send packet from PC1 to PC2. Here we can see that PC1 will send ARP packet. Continue. The ARP packet will be forwarded to switch. Let's check it. Here we can see that the ARP packet will be forwarded only to fast Ethernet 0/3, which is the interface that connected to PC2. The ARP packet will not forwarded to PC3 and PC4. Why? Because PC3 and PC4 is in the different VLAN or in the different broadcast domain. Let's continue. Here we can see that the ARP packet only forwarded to PC2. PC2 will answer the ARP packet and then forwarded to PC1. After the ARP is complete like this, PC1 will send ICMP packet. Remember that ICMP packet is the ping. And now successful. Okay, I hope you understand. For testing again, let's add one PC again to VLAN 10. Here, let's add one PC and then connecting to the switch. Here we can see that the interface is fast Ethernet 0/5. By default, this interface is in the VLAN 1. Let's check it. Do show VLAN brief. Here we can see that fast Ethernet 0/5 is in the VLAN 1. Now, let's assign the interface to VLAN 10. Interface fast Ethernet 0/5, switch port mode access, and then switch port access VLAN 10. Let's show the VLAN again. Okay, here we can see that now fast Ethernet 0/5 is in the VLAN 10. So now, if PC1 send ARP packet, the ARP packet will be broadcasted to PC2 and PC10. Why? Because PC2 and PC10 now is in the same VLAN as PC1, which is VLAN 10. The case is same if we add one more PC, and then assign the PC to VLAN 10. So the ARP packet will also broadcasted to this new PC. Let's try it. Here we can see the interface is fast Ethernet 0/6. Let's assign this interface to VLAN 10. So, interface fast Ethernet 0/6, switch port mode access, and switch port access VLAN 10. Let's verify it. Do show VLAN brief. Okay, here we can see that fast Ethernet 0/2, fast Ethernet 0/3, fast Ethernet 0/5, and fast Ethernet 0/6 is in the VLAN 10. Now, let's see the ARP packet. But before that, let's clear the ARP table first. Here, we can see some entry in the ARP table. Let's clear it. Okay, now this is empty. PC2. Here also have ARP table. Let's clear it. Okay, now this is empty. In the switch, here we have some entry in MAC address table. Let's clear it. And okay, now it is empty. Okay, now let's try to send packet from PC1 to PC2. Here we can see that PC1 send a ARP packet to ask the MAC address of 192.168.1.2, which is PC2. Continue. The ARP packet will be forwarded to the switch. Here we can see that the switch receive ARP packet from PC1 and then will be broadcasted to fast Ethernet 0/3, fast Ethernet 0/5, and fast Ethernet 0/6. This means that the ARP packet will be broadcasted to all PC in the VLAN 10. Continue. Here we can see that the ARP packet is broadcasted to PC2, PC10, and PC11. But PC10 and PC11 will not reply it. The only one who will reply this ARP packet is PC2. The ARP reply will send to switch, and from switch will send to the PC1. Next, PC1 will send ICMP. The ICMP will be sent to PC2. The PC2 will reply the ICMP to PC1, and this is successful. Okay, I think enough for this video. I hope you understand about VLAN. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.